Kia ora whānau. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou katoa. Ko Lexie Matheson tōku ingoa. Thank you for inviting me to contribute this message to tonight's launch of the Takatāpui and Rainbow Elders project. I'm honoured. First, I'd like to acknowledge everyone in the project team for their selfless mahi and to Minister Verrill for her relentless support. Also, to other government agencies, especially those who fund projects like this, and of course Hamilton City for providing this wonderful venue for tonight's launch. I'd really rather be with you, but it's just not possible. I'm on the other side of the world. I'd especially like to acknowledge my dear friend Sandra Dixon as lead researcher for this project. She's been amazing, as always. Those of us who've been around for a long time and who have experienced the unique and protracted nature of discrimination in Aotearoa, New Zealand, frequently accompanied as it is by violence of some sort, and often from those mandated to protect and support us, these whānau will truly welcome this project as I do. It's been a long time coming. Data is the key to improving our vulnerable situation as Rainbow Elders, because it's data well used that will enable those agencies who have the kaupapa, the potential and the desire to support us to make strong evidence-based cases for our protection and care. We're easy to ignore, both by accident and intent, when our circumstances are based only on unsupported and unsubstantiated anecdote. Anecdote's useful, but it can easily be dismissed as hearsay. It's much more difficult to dismiss us when what we have to say and what we need is supported by factual evidence from reputable sources. Sandra and her team are nothing if not reputable, with their history of decades of professional experience in the rainbow space. We're fortunate to have them. Walking this talk does take courage. Even filling in a survey can feel like an act of seriously dangerous defiance. So I add my sincere thanks to everyone who has participated so far and who will, I hope, participate in the future. I'm 77, transgender and fearful for my future as a queer elder. This thinking's new for me, as I've never been a fearful person. I'm privileged and I'm Pākehā. I have a family and a job, and until recently was fully physically able. This has lately changed, and I now spend much of my time in a wheelchair. I return to Aotearoa in a week, not knowing whether I still have a job, as my employer is planning to axe 230 jobs, a third of our academic workforce. Anxiety doesn't adequately cover how I feel about this. I know redundancy is often used as an opportunity by unscrupulous employers to get rid of those who are different and those who speak up. That's me, to a T. Fear's deadly for us. I was hospitalised with COVID, virus-related heart issues, but I'm mostly okay now. I've ticked that box. Many in my age group have not survived or are still struggling with the virus. Many of our whānau are in much worse positions than I am, and it's those folk this project is designed to help, to sustain and to support. Bless them all. When putting detail around the language of the survey, Sandra asked me if I was okay with the word elder. I am, but it was never a term I associated with myself. I struggled with that. I think we all do. I realised becoming old had happened to me, and my consent was never asked, nor was it given. I've always been transgender, but old is a new identity that I was unprepared for. It's uncharted territory for all of us, but this project, thank you Sandra for your exemplary vision, will help map a course with benchmarks for we elders in the future. Mā pango, mā whiro ka oti te mahi. Let's do this. Thank you for listening. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou katoa. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.